Hi everybody, it's Dory. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I figured I would do a little video near my Christmas tree. My Christmas tree is humongous. We chopped it down ourselves, and this, you can't even tell how big it is, but it is really huge. But anyways, we saw it out in the middle of the field, and when we got it home, we felt like we were Clark Griswold from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And when we opened it and then sawed off stuff, we had a whole nother Christmas tree by the time we got done taking down some branches. Anyways, so I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on September 12th, 2016 with Dr. Darren Tischler at Hartford Hospital in Hartford, Connecticut. My highest weight was 333.5. My surgery weight was 300.5. And today I come at you at 272.4. Sorry, I should have wrote it down. So I had gained a pound, I think a pound 6, 1.6 last week. I think it was from not getting enough water, because then the last few days I have gotten a lot of water in, and I went down 0.3 from where I was 2 weeks ago. So all in all, it's still a loss. Excited to see what will bring next week, since I'm sticking to my water. I've also changed up a couple of things that I'm doing. I stopped having multiple cups of coffee a day. I do have 1 cup of the Swiss Miss hot cocoa that is the Sensible Sweets. It's 40 calories. I think it has like 2 grams of sugar maybe. But in my cup, I add a heaping scoop of the Isopure protein powder. It's a whey isolate protein powder, and so I put that in. It's unflavored, and then I add a little bit of the chocolate flavored what is it called, Torani syrup. So I add that in. I mix it up really good. I whisk it with a fork so there's no lumps or clumps from the protein powder. Add a little bit of half and half, just to use that as the liquid to mix it. And then I do it, and it's got like a nice froth on top, and it's a treat in the morning and gets me warmed up. I'm in Western Massachusetts. I'm in a little town called Chicopee. We have under 60,000 people here. It's a nice, cute little town. I like it. It's actually not a town, it's a city, but for some of you city folk from New York City and bigger cities like that, this is actually would feel like a small town. But it's cold here, very cold. We're getting some more snow tonight. Right now it's about maybe 8 degrees, but the feel like temperature is negative, I think it was negative 10, maybe negative 5 by now. But in any event, the kids went to school today. I bundled them up as I did yesterday. Yesterday was really bad too, because there was a lot of wind, and the wind gusts were like 50 miles an hour overnight, and so everything was frozen. So so I like my hot cocoa in the morning to warm me up. And then I have a cup of coffee sometime after that. And then I get all my water in. So I'm really trying to focus on getting my water in, and then not eating until I'm really hungry. I'm really still, being 3 months out, I'm not, I don't have it all figured out. Nor did I think I would by now. I think some people maybe think that they do, or maybe they do have it figured out a little bit better. But for me, I'm not even figured everything out as far as when to stop eating, head hunger versus real hunger. Could I go all day if I don't focus on food without eating and still feel okay? Things like that. I'm really starting to question a lot of that, because I feel like for me, I think about food all the time. I think about, what am I going to plan for my next meal? What am I going to do? Am I going to have enough protein? I need to make sure I have protein. I'm forgetting my vegetables, which is terrible. I always used to eat pre-op. I ate a lot of spinach. I would add spinach to my eggs or to different things that I was doing. And for some odd reason, I'm forgetting my vegetables. And I think it's because it's been drilled in my head: protein, 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 meat, 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 cheese, cheese, cheese. Um, and so for me, I really feel like I'm obsessing over food. Like, once a week, my husband and I, we make a chili with beans. We use 50% turkey, 50% ground beef, a lean ground beef. We cook in our crock pot. We add a ton of vegetables into that. Um, and then we add the beans. We have tons of different chili peppers, and things like that. And we make that for us. My husband didn't have surgery, but he's already losing weight, just doing the things that I'm doing. And then we also make like a chicken type soup stew in our crock pot as well. And we have both of those in the refrigerator every week. We change it up, different things, but for the most part, it's just, celery, carrots, chicken, things like that. I also usually do imitation crab meat. I usually mix it with a little mayo, or sometimes I just use Greek yogurt, and I use some spices, salt and pepper, celery, onion, and I just have that in the refrigerator. I usually take that and I can wrap it up like in lunch meat, like a ham. They have a really lean ham at Costco, and it's only, I want to say it's 50 calories per slice, and the slices are pretty big. And then I think it's like 6 grams of protein per slice. So it's really good. And then so I usually wrap like imitation crab meat up in that when I make that salad and roll it up, and I'll have 1 or 2 of those. And then the other thing that we started making this week was we went to Costco and we bought, sorry, I want to move the camera better. So we bought a couple of rotisserie chickens, and we fed the kids and my husband and myself one night from one, but we had a lot of it left over. And then we took the second one, and the next day we just cut it all up and we made a healthy chicken salad. And it's got, onions and celery, and it actually came out really good. In comparison to when I make chicken salad with like leftover chicken breast or chicken thighs, versus a rotisserie chicken, the rotisserie chicken comes out phenomenal. So that's what I've been eating. I have like maybe 3 ounces of that, 4 ounces of that. Sometimes I'll make like a little cheese crisp thing on the side for extra protein. I kind of put it on there, kind of like a little taco shell type thing. And then I also, let's see, what else do we have? I think that's it really for like made meals already. We do that usually, we do that pretty consistently for our weekly meals. That way we just always have something. We're very busy. I own a business. I make lactation cookies for breastfeeding moms. My company's name is Milk Boosters. We have a website. We've been in business since 2011. So on any given day, we could have a lot of cookie orders to bake. We use all natural ingredients, organic. They're really, really, really good. I used to like to eat them a lot, and now I don't eat them at all. So, but they're really, really good. So if you know anybody out there who's pregnant or nursing that would like to have some, let us know, milkboosters.com. Okay, there's a little plug. But anyway, so we're really busy. I have 6 children. My oldest is 26. My next one is 22. That's my son's oldest, then my daughter, 22. They're out on their own, and I have 4 that are here. I have an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 5.5-year-old, and a 2-year-old who keep me busy. Homework time after school is crazy. One's in kindergarten, one's in first, and one's in third. So they each have homework. It's not a lot, but it is time consuming to sit down and help them. My son has a little bit of a learning disability, as far as him having some sensory type issues and having some issues with holding his pencil. He doesn't have a firm grasp. But anyways, that's nor here or there. That's just saying that we're busy, and that's why we prepare things ahead of time so that way they are ready for us. So yeah, so thanks so much for everybody who commented and reached out to me since my last video, gave me some good input. I have a Myfitnesspal. You feel free to add me. My name is Dori Acevedo on there, DORIACEVEDO. Yeah, you can track what I'm eating if you see things that, are consistent. I know sometimes, like yesterday, I was really hungry and I needed to get change. And so I went through the Wendy's drive-thru and I ended up getting the Wendy's chicken nuggets. And that's not something I do. I mean, I haven't had fast food for a really long time. But I logged it and it is what it is, And so I went over my calories yesterday, which hasn't happened even before surgery. I never go over my calories. So anyhow, so I'm going to be focusing on more exercise, more things that will get me, more, more weight loss, more toning up. The water is crucial. I know that. So that's that. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll answer any questions you have. If you have any advice, I love advice. I love to take advice. Because I don't know it all. I'm learning. 3 months is nothing compared to this long journey for the rest of my life. I'm 44 years old and I have a big journey ahead of me. I have many more years, thankfully, now that I'm getting healthy, to be on this earth to be able to learn. So I've learned so much from so many of you already, and I look forward to learning even more. So yeah, thanks so much, and I hope you all have a good day.